Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, Holyfield is slipped. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Into space at the 45. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this side and it's going to go incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up the third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. A gain of 15 and a first down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. They put a receiver in motion to the left. McCarthy to the air on second down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. This wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And it is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. They'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's going to keep carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Vikings have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And that one's going to get shut down quickly. Tackle made at the 11-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a run, go left. And that's good run support on the end. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? For the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Minnesota.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. A touchdown apiece. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, here's McCarthy. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A 1st down on a gain of 11.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The gun, here's a run at the gut. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That is caught at the 3. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Here's a run. Crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies. But he is going to come up short. On second down, here's McCarthy. Oh, man. Wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Minnesota. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Back to the air once more on second down. Going right, it's taken in.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. That'll be caught. It's Jameer Gibbs. 16-yard. Good for a Lions first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw again. A pass complete there to Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Here's a design run. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Jones motioning here. Here's Gibbs. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. Yard. That's all they need on this 3rd and goal. Jones motioning here. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically comes to fall. So I like the aggressiveness of the call. As the rest of the game unfolds now, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
going in motion here. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Vikings get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
17. Lions 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 35.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they've got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They can go down quickly. They'll only get a couple. Aiden Hutchinson, a former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. A pickup of 15 in the end. It'll be a Vikings first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Left sideline, it is complete. McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. He'll get about 2. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Trying to keep this drive moving when it's 3rd and 8. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. Yep. In your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To throw is McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Lane left side, the catch is made. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy.
Just couldn't quite capitalize.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. Led to a nice game. Pretty clear approach here. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 17 yards on that play. First down, Detroit.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that is where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down. So we are... They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Quick throw, taken in. He will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And that one going to be closed down. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The shotgun. It's a throw for McCarthy. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So to hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Pick up 14 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. It'll be thrown for a loss. No big game at carry. It's second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Drawing the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The Lions call their first timeout. They need one right now. Third and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Going for it all. That is going to be... And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. That's a two-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Big spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the two-point conversion. They'll send their tight end left. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. Hit 2. 2 points. Going the other way. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now, a big 3rd down. This looks like a design run. He's got it right at the 45. Good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. Remember, he had a touchdown catch from last time over football. Here, he's got a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. To the air one more time. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
In these critical moments in the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
This one is on target, and it is good. So, overtime goes. Four quarters Could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll slide to his right, but he doesn't the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Jones motioning here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.